Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see, we're going to be talking about my favorites and flops for the month of August. So if you want to see the products I've really been loving and the ones that have absolutely not worked out for me, make sure to keep on watching and please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload 3 times a week. And that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So this isn't actually going to be a very long one because I don't have too many favorites or flops for this month. But if you do want to see what I've been loving and hating, keep on watching. So you guys are going to be seeing a video coming soon where I do a full face of first impressions. It is actually a refilm because I did film it and it did not work out. But Voss sent me their rose gold brush collection and I've been using a lot of the brushes in the line non-stop. My favorite 4 are going to be these 4 right here, but that does not mean that I have not been using the others. The full face powder brush is super soft and beautiful for setting down the entire face. The foundation brush I've actually really liked for contour, but it's nice and dense for also applying primers as well as foundations. The under eye powder brush is beautiful because it fits right under here. And I've actually been really enjoying this as well for bronzing and contouring the perimeters of the face. And then the concealer brush, I don't love for concealer, but this has really become like my new holy grail brush for my MAC paint pot and my eye primer, just because patting that on is just super easy and it blends so nicely without soaking up a lot of product because it is quite a dense product. Next, the palette I used on my eyes today and pretty much all month long, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina collaboration palette. I've officially used every single shade in the palette and let me tell you, it is beautiful and I am obsessed. This might be my favorite Anastasia palette to date. No, Sultry palette I think is still going to be the winner. When I put them side by side, I feel like they are not redundant at all. And the two of these actually work really well together because what one is missing, the other definitely has. So I'm sure that like for travel, this might be my new pair because I feel like I can get my pops of color, my purples, my neutrals, pretty much everything I need. But let me tell you, this palette, the packaging is stunning. The pigmentation is beautiful. I think that every shade will work well on all different skin types, all different skin tones. I have yet to find a shade in here that doesn't work out for me. I feel like Lituation, the shade up here, which is the one I was the least excited about, ended up being a really pretty, like multi-chrome, almost berry brown satin shade with a metallic shift. It's just a beautiful, beautiful palette, and unfortunately, it is limited edition, so make sure to get your hands on it sooner rather than later if you want it, because after it's gone, it will be gone. Next, this is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. This is actually a spoiler for the upcoming BoxyCharm box. I think that this palette is also a beautiful travel palette. I feel like it's all my neutrals. I've got a black in there, got a pop of green, a pop of purple. This is another palette that I think is going to go over really, really well. While I'm on the subject of BoxyCharm spoilers, I have also really been loving the Title Cream from Sunday Riley. This will be featured in this month's box as well. So if you're looking for some BoxyCharm spoilers, here they are. There's a bunch more, and there's a Tarte palette, there's a Too Faced palette, there's a bunch of stuff I'll put up on screen. So if you are not already subscribed, down below there is going to be a way for you to subscribe to BoxyCharm because, I mean, 2 of my favorite products of the month actually are coming in this month's box, which is super exciting. Next, another eyeshadow palette. This is the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I have only used this 2 or 3 times, but it is absolutely stunning. It is definitely the Morphe formula. It is not the Jeffree Star formula, but I got my greens, I got my pinks. On camera, it's very washed out. I'm going to turn my lights down for a minute. So this is going to be a little more true to color. You see how when it's not washed out, all of these tones don't look exactly identical. Once the lights come back on, it's going to be washed out and the whole thing's going to look fairly neutral. It's not. It's a very dynamic palette. You get the right amount of neutrals, some nice shades to deepen things up, and just all in all, it is stunning. The formula is super easy to blend. It does work really, really well as far as pairing with other eyeshadows. And all in all, I feel like you can get any look you want out of this palette. So these 3 palettes have basically, no, These 3 palettes have been the only palettes I've used all month long. My last favorite before we jump into my flops, this is from Murad. This is the Oil and Pore Control Mattifier and SPF 45. I used to love this product. They discontinued it briefly and brought it back with a higher SPF, and it is more mattifying. So if you're one of my oily skinned people, this is going to be amazing. It's going to help to control your oils. It's going to give you your daily boost of SPF. It does not give you a white cast, even though it is a white formula. Blends away beautifully. It also does control your pores and help to blur. So I've been pairing this with like my Tatcha Silk Canvas or my Tarte Clean Slate Smoothing Primer. And between the 2 of those, my pores are basically non-existent and my skin is super matte all day long. I do have 3 flops. I don't know if I included this in last month's flops, but this is from Nude Sticks. This is a cream blush. I think I used it in a First Impressions this last month. And I've tried a bunch of different ways to use this. I've tried it as lip. I've tried it as cheek. I basically tried this left and right, and I don't like it. Like, it's super waxy. First off, the color is like, it's a little more coral than I would like, but when I blend it out, I feel like it looks look at, is that not patchy? And all I did was pat it out. So for me, I want something to have a little more even pigmentation. I don't like it on the lips. I don't like it on the cheeks. I don't like it. Next, I actually picked this up from Sephora collection. This is the reusable shadow guards. I saw them in store and I thought they were really cute as a way to kind of stick under your eyes when you're doing your eyeshadow, just to keep yourself from getting much fallout. And honestly, first off, they have a really weird smell to them. That's the first issue. The second issue is that it peeled up my foundation. So you can only use it when you don't have foundation on. If that's the case, I will just stick to my wipes because they're just all around a better product when these just don't work. And you guys know I love Sephora collection products. I do use them very frequently and I'm quite a fan. These just were not it for me. And the last item, this is from Joa Beauty. This is the I'm Your Jelly Bay lipstick in the shade Boothang. Based on the shade, this is like my perfect color. I'm going to swatch it right here. Like you guys know, these brick red berry reds. Like I'm going to swatch it next to Unicorn Blood, which is like my favorite red of all time. And you'll notice that tone-wise, they are very similar. Unicorn Blood's a little bit deeper. The Joa one's a little bit more of a true red. However, this bled so much within like 5 minutes of putting it on. I was actually trying to wear it for a video. It bled everywhere. It got all over my mouth. It was not a pretty moment. So, like, just not it. I feel like if you're gonna be a lipstick that I'm gonna wear, affordable, expensive, doesn't matter, and this is a drugstore brand, you can find it, I think, at Walgreens or CVS. It's gotta be a good formula, and it's gotta be something that I can honestly enjoy and wear. It just didn't work. If you're looking for this kind of a color, Bohemian from Anastasia Beverly Hills is going to be another similar like brick red that I think is all around a little bit closer to Unicorn Blood, but it's just a nicer formula. So I know that a lot of times we do want a more affordable lip option, but I'm going to be completely honest. If I'm going to get an affordable lip, it better do what my luxury ones do, because if it doesn't, what is the purpose? Why are we wasting our time? And the last item, I still don't have it in person because I have been working out of a couple samples that I got from Sephora. But you guys, if you saw my you saw a full review of all of the new foundations, and I'll link it right here. I spoke very highly of the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. I absolutely love it. I'm not wearing it today, but I will be getting it very, very shortly, and you guys expect to see a lot more of that because that foundation just wears so beautifully on the skin. I don't get shiny, I don't get oily or greasy, it doesn't break down, it doesn't settle into the area around my nose, it doesn't rub off when I eat. It might be the perfect replacement foundation for my Dior Forever, which you guys know I was obsessed with and still to this day have a bunch of on backup because I just love it and it is the best foundation I found yet. So the Urban Decay is definitely a favorite for the month. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below what are some of the products you've been loving this month. Like I say every time, What I'm going to try in September is usually what you guys recommend in August. So let me know down below some of your current favorites, maybe some things that didn't work out for you, or all around things you might just want to see me try out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!